Hello everyone. This is kind of impromptu. I haven't made a video for a really long time, so I thought I felt like making something, but wasn't sure what to make. So today I'm going to open up this package of BMX parts and just explain what they are, and then maybe I'll do a follow-up video with a fitting, and then I could do another follow-up video that's a bike check perhaps. I'm not sure yet. Let's just start here and see what happens. So I'll try not to flip it around because it's got my name and address on the other side. Start over here. I'm using a fisheye lens, so everything is extremely close to the camera, so it's really easy for me to bump the camera. Okay, hopefully this is enough. I'm not speaking while I'm unpacking because obviously balancing my voice and the sound of this is going to be very difficult. So I'll keep stum whilst I do the unpacking. I wish I'd had all that brown paper stuffing material sooner. I've literally this morning just sent off some items that I sold online and could have done with that packing material. Anyway, 2 items to show you today, so this shouldn't really be a very long video. I'll start with the biggest item first. Okay, this is very dark, so I will change the exposure slightly. Can I do this on the fly? Yes. That's darker. Let's go lighter. Lighter again. Fine, let's go this light. Alright, and this is a seat, of course. It's a bicycle seat. I'm not always, but quite often changing my seat. It's kind of more of a style thing rather than a comfort thing. My bike is primarily black, so the seat is a kind of cheap and easy way to add a little bit of color or a little bit of originality to the look of the bike. So this time around, I'm going for the brown leather look, and this is a We the People seat, and it's a team seat. So it's not a signature seat for any particular rider, it is just a team seat. And I normally go for fat seats. Bicycle or BMX seats usually come in one of 3 sizes: fat, mid, or slim. This seat is a slim seat. Maybe it's more difficult to tell because of the fisheye effect is kind of rounding it out in the middle, but this is quite slim for a BMX seat. And it is attached via the pivotal system with a plastic nut. So I'll just take that off so I can remove the cardboard packaging, so we can get a bit of a look at the bottom of the seat. So nothing new here. This is a standard pivotal system. This is a patented design that has been on BMX bikes for a really long time. It's this ratcheted dome, so you can attach it to a seat post at varying angles without it wobbling around or moving once these teeth lock into the opposing teeth on your seat post. This then screws down into the seat post. So yeah, I just wanted like a leather one. I like the stitching pattern on it, and the fact that the stitching is kind of not distressed, but it's kind of ribbed perhaps. It's just kind of stands out a bit more and is a bit more noticeable. So, and I wanted a slim seat. I'm kind of bored of the look of really chunky fat seats, so I went for this one. So that's item number 1. There's the embroidered tag, We the People, 1996. And this is where you put your tool in so that you can tighten the bolt from the opposite side. And that's that. Feels nice. We the People always make good quality products, so looks good. Okay, the next product, if you can read it, is a Heresy hood stem pad. Heresy, you are your path. Heresy is a small BMX brand, I believe, based in Germany, possibly France. I think it's Germany, and they are a primarily flatland BMX brand. So flatland, if you don't know, is when you have a BMX that is kind of specifically set up and designed for tricks that you do just on a flat piece of land, hence the name. So it's a lot of kind of balancing on the bike in strange positions, maybe standing on the front wheel and riding around on the front wheel while the back end of the bike is up in the air. They do lots of kind of acrobatic style moves on the bike while it's down on the ground. So they don't typically do jumps or gaps or grinds or flips or that kind of thing that you might see in other elements of freestyle BMX. It's all down on the ground, very acrobatic and very technical, and requires lots of balance. So they make this item. It is a stem pad. I'm going to open it so it'll be a bit noisy. And essentially, it is a molded, shaped silicone pad for your bike. Your stem is kind of this hunk of metal that connects the handlebars to the forks and the rest of the bike. So there's a hole here and a clamp here on the stem. The stem grabs the handlebars here, so they're held in place, and then the fork, the steerer tube on your forks, will go up through the stem like so. A top cap will screw on the top, and some bolts will screw tight here to hold that all together. So everything's held together, so the stem is very important. The problem is, when you're doing tricks and riding on your BMX, and you're riding along and maybe you want to do some bar spins or you just want to do some jumps, it's quite easy to hit your knee into the stem when you're doing jumps, and it's very common and it hurts a lot, and I personally do it a lot. This is the only stem pad of its kind. Normally you can buy like an old school racing style stem pad that's just kind of foam, padded foam in a sheet that you just kind of push over the back of your stem and then fasten it with some Velcro cable ties, but the sides of the stem are usually exposed, so if your knee comes around like this, it can kind of bang into the exposed sides. This is the first stem pad that fully encompasses the back end of your stem. You have to take your handlebars off to do it. Not your handlebars, take the stem off the bike. So you have to undo your stem, slide it up off of the fork, then you're going to slide this back onto the back of your stem, slide this over your fork steerer tube, and then you're going to have to manhandle this and pull it up and over so you can get to all the bolts and tighten them up, and then push this back down on top again. And then you've got this silicone which won't eliminate the pain caused by hitting the stem, but it will reduce it significantly. So very, very handy piece of extra kit, and kind of unique as well. This is the only one that's ever been made like it, and they're not widespread in BMX. There's not a lot of people that have these or use these, so it's kind of got some uniqueness to it, makes your bike a little bit more different from other people's. So just a quick video today, those two items. I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll try to do a bike check soon, because my bike has changed quite a lot since the last video, and the weather is starting to get better now. We're in the middle of February, getting towards the end, and the days are getting a bit longer, the sun's staying out a bit longer. We are getting some sunny days now and then, so I can finally kind of do a bike check. I think they work a lot better outside than inside. It's hard to set the bike up indoors with the camera, so I will try and get outside and do a bike check outside and show you what the bike looks like these days. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.